Good evening, viewer. Welcome to Side Play. And on today's segment, we are bringing you all kind of scores and highlights, starting with the Kenya Premier League fixtures, up to the English Premier League, not forgetting the UEFA Champions League semi-final draws and the quarterfinals, qualifications and semi-final draws of the UEFA Europa League. I am joined by, on my right side, Lawrence Bogba, also known as Kijana Tosha, and Okaka Duncan, who is new to the studio. Welcome.
Thank you.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana, asante sana.
And welcome to the show. I'm your host, Mahmoud Abdullahi. Okaka Duncan.
No.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana, asante sana.
Starting with the day. Latest news or the latest headline. Vihiga United coach has been sacked.
Yeah.
What's your take?
Actually, Vihiga coach being sacked, English Kenya Premier League is all about the result. So you get that the position they are in, the position 16, actually they are being relegated. So it is the right position for the owner to look for a coach who can just turn the things before things get very worse. So just why they have sacked the coach for the all games he has played up to now. Being that last position, we know Vihiga is a good team. Then actually, even it is me as a boss, the coach need to be sacked. Somebody that can do that work. So I think maybe Vihiga will now be doing okay, because now actually we see in daily basis in the sport as the coach being sacked, the player now can play very well. They can change everything. Actually, they should not be regulated. When they go out of the league, it will be very bad for us.
Okay. Yeah. Lawrence, we have seen Mike Muiriri being sacked. So, and now that it's actually the middle of the season,
Yeah.
is it a good decision that the manager took?
I think the manager has taken a good decision. I can say Kahai Indemuli, who is the club president, has done a good job, because my friend Okaka said that once a coach has been sacked, from there, match one, you will see a team doing or performing very well. That means we have some problems with some coaches, but if I can see Vihiga is a good team that has been promoted into Premier League. It was just previous year, and is doing well. Yeah, actually, I can say Vihiga United has young players, energetic players, talented players, and for now, it's maybe today on Thursday, whereby we are still to see who is the new coach, maybe a caretaker. For now, I can say being position 16 with actually how many points? 20 points. Having played 24 games, they still have a chance to show up. They still have a chance to show up. But I think Vihiga United will have to do something good after searching their coach, Mike Muiriri, and their assistant, his assistant, that is,
sacked.
yeah, that's Tom
Francis
Xavier and Tom Terra.
Yeah.
We are waiting to see the good performance from Vihiga United. Yeah.
Now that the coach is sacked and possibly they get a caretaker, is there any probability of them coming to the top, possibly top 10 of the Kenya Premier League?
Yeah, actually you have the possibility, because you get even the owner of the club searching the all management. So it means that the problem they have is all about management as a coach, is not all about the players. So actually they have good players. And believe in me, the next game, Vihiga United will win. Actually, they can, if they just play very bad, they can come to the position 9 or 10 before the league ends.
Okay.
That's a safer at the side from the position 16 where they are now.
Okay. Yeah, to proceed, Paul Were is back at Ingwe.
Paul Were, we know he was there. Before there, he was doing a good job. Paul Were, we know he's international player. Okay, he has come from a Greek side, this club called Trikal.
Trikal, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Paul Were will do something. He has played today, and we have seen the impact that he has made to. They have already won 3-1 against Posta Rangers. So I think Paul Were is a good winger, international winger. He can do very well to Ingwe, and he'll bring that cycle of winning, because when he was there, Ingwe with Gor Mahia, I can think he had a good dance when playing with Gor Mahia, okay? It was just incitement that you players bring up. And you can see now Ingwe has been, now they were some previous game position 17. Now they are 10. Position 10. People are wondering, how can we lose Chingwe on maybe the coming season? No. Now Ingwe is on a good run. And you can see Paul Were, for now, having that experience, I think he is able to put Ingwe even top 5 there before the league ends. Yeah.
With the likes of Kariobangi Stars, Gor Mahia, Sofapaka, do you see now FC Leopard coming from the bottom to the top?
Actually, if you base on the aspect of Gor Mahia before they come on the top, at the moment we are talking Bandari taking the top.
Yeah, Bandari
the Bandari is taking the day, but you'll get actually the Gor Mahia were in the position 13.
Yeah.
Now FC Leopard is best than them. So, but actually, depending on the competition of Kenya Premier League, I think if Leopard continue the same system, it can come to the top, actually position 5 or 3. Kariobangi Sharks is a good team. They are playing good. Actually, what they lack is experience, because you get that in Kenya Premier League needs experienced player like Gor Mahia. They were at the bottom. But at the moment, they are position 2, but they have 3 games in hand. Actually, they still can do best after losing from the cup where they were being beaten by the Bakan.
Their first game in hand will come tomorrow. Kakamega Homeboys versus Gor Mahia. What's your take?
If I can say, as an analyst, I see Gor Mahia facing the same incidents what they received in Morocco. Why? They are still frustrated there. They still have that mind, okay, we are this way, we are this way. And if I can say, Kakamega Homeboys under Alan Wanga, they have performed very well. It's a team that is doing very well, if you can see. So coming there to face Gor Mahia, and they know Gor Mahia was facing some challenge in CAF Confederation Cup, and they still have that memory. So I think here, Homeboys will have to hammer Gor 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Your side?
Actually, I think I will give Gor point, because they know that they are out from the Sekafa being hammered out. So they know the one thing that now chasing at the moment is Kenya Premier League. So at my side, if they play very bad, they can just a result of 1-1 against Kakamega, who are just home.
We have Sofapaka and Kariobangi Stars playing now.
Sofapaka versus Kariobangi. Yeah. Okay, these teams, they have shown as real football. If I can say, Sofapaka was one of the teams that was supposed to be relegated this season or the previous season, but they have made it, or they have shown that they can. Sharks is a good team, and most of people say there is for the team for president of FKF, that is Nick Mwendwa. Yeah. I think that team it is compiled of young players, energetic, a lot of talents. I think it's a good team. So there, Sofapaka facing this side, I think that is a draw. Kariobangi Sharks is a good team. Even Sofapaka is a good team. So I can see a draw of 1-1 or 2-2.
Actually, depending on the aspect of experience, Sofapaka have experienced players. You'll get now maybe the Kariobangi Shark has the same, but because of the result and the position where the two are, Sofapaka will have to win the game. At the end of the day, the narrow, like 2-0.
2-0? Yeah, no. Okay. With Sharks.
So things is possible.
Things is possible because like yesterday night we saw Manchester City coming from the back and losing at the 90 minutes.
Actually,
That's football.
yeah.
Yeah, Juventus winning against Atletico and losing against Ajax. Everything is possible in football. Tusker versus Sony Sugar.
Okay, that is straight 3 points for Tusker. Tusker is a good team. And you have seen Tusker performing very well in Kenya Premier League. For now, for that position that they are, nothing can hinder Tusker at home 3 points. Straightforward, 3 points for Tusker. Yeah.
Okay. Tusker Sony Sugar.
Sony Sugar is a tough team that want to play against Tusker. So I get the recent last game that Tusker played. Actually, they have played very well, and some games have lost against the smaller teams. So at my side, I see even Sony just doing wonders of just beating Tusker 2-1.
Okay. We have Gor Mahia. Latest updates. Gor Mahia have been fined 1.5 million by the CAF over crowd trouble. So starting from my right side,
Yeah.
Bogba, what's your take?
Okay, as Lawrence kijana tosha Nyugani, I can say that is a good take for CAF. CAF has come to this conclusion whereby they have to find these players, or they have to find the club, I mean, because if you can not calm your fans, okay?
Yeah.
If you can't calm your fans,
Yeah.
we know we have losing, either a draw or a win.
Very true.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we have other things that we can do about ref. Ref can be somehow fairly to a given point or unfairly. But as a player or as a fan, you must cool down. After that, you sort yourself. But I can see a CAF coming up. It's now second time. Because one, it was Kogalo.
The 500,000.
First of all, they were fined 500,000. That was a game between...
It threw a bottle.
Yeah.
On the pitch.
On the pitch.
Yeah.
The second one, they have come to be fined, whereby individual players, I can Shakava plus is, I can say, is another player from that. Who was that? Petro. Oh yeah, against Atletico.
From Angola.
Yeah.
From Angola.
They were fined 1M. Yeah. So what I think is the club itself to calm down. I know we have some groups of these fans from Akangware, from South B, South C. We have others from Kibera. They come with a conclusion. Okay, tunaenda kucheza game fulani, tafadhali mashabiki, hata kama referee ataleta shida fulani, just calm down. Okay? Just calm down. We shall sort out. Because this now is a routine. After that, we can find that we have damages. These damages is what CAF and Kenya Football Federation doesn't need. That's why you can see they're being fined.
Following the crowd and the the fans culture of Gor Mahia, when we have the derby matches in Kenya, naturally, they used to throw stones. So, also, what's your take?
Actually, the aspect of Gor Mahia fans is all about the mentality of the fans. The word Gor Mahia, they normally say serikali. So they know that they need to know their mentality, because when two parties play, we have a loser and we have a winner. So, but they don't accept the result. When they lose, wanavusha hiyo furugu sana. But at least the club itself, it need down to synthesize on their fans to say that, in fact, if we lose, we need to do this, because this is not the first time. And we may get that when it goes for the long period of time, maybe Gor Mahia will be banned for participating in different matches because of the same.
And so now looking at the 1.5 million fine. Are you okay with that?
Actually, I am okay with that, because they know when they give the club the heavy penalty, actually, they will know how to control their fans. Yeah, so you know that heavy penalty inauma kidogo.
Yeah. Coming back to the Kenya Premier League table.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Who will you predict for the win? Because the Bandari now are overtaking.
I can say Bandari have done a good job, but the champions still the champions. That is Gor Mahia. having 3 games in hand, I think they can do it. They are very firm to uplift it 17 times, because I can see Bandari, yes, they are up. They are up, but they have played more games than Gor. 3 games, okay? That means if Gor Mahia can win 2 or 3 of their games, they are already on the top. For now, I can say forget about the Kenya Premier League for now. For Bandari, Sofapaka, these like of Tuskers and Ulinzi. So the Kariobangi also. So the champions, we are still say the champions are Gor. Yeah.
We have seen FC Leopard coming back. Are they good to go for the 3rd or 2nd position?
Yeah, actually, the games that are remaining, if they just win the remaining games, but it will be hard for them. Actually, for the moment, we cannot say that they will win up to the 2nd position, because they have more to do. So it'll get, for them to win, actually they can get top 5 if they won the remaining game, and they have some games that are hard for them, but actually they will do good from position 10 to position 5, which will be a good achievement to the club following the register of the Kasambungo as the coach.
And the bottom part of the Kenya Premier League?
Bottom part of the Kenya Premier League, I think I see some teams there. I can see Vihiga United there. But I think that bottom is somehow competitive. I'm not sure which will be relegated and which one will not, because we have some small gap there. So up to maybe 2 games remaining, I can predict there for the bottom there.
On your side?
But actually, the Zoo Kericho is going home. Zoo Kericho is going. Vihiga, they can't, because they still have that option. And actually, you get that the smaller team, when it reaches the game with the bigger team, they perform good. But actually, Vihiga will succeed. Has a chance. Has a chance. But Zoo Kericho, hapana. Watarudi Kericho.
Africa Cup of Nations, Group A, Egypt, Congo, Uganda, Zimbabwe. Who will go out?
Actually, who will go out?
Yeah.
Zimbabwe. Actually, Zimbabwe, because Egypt will just qualify directly. They have an experienced player, Mohamed Salah is there. Actually, last time he cried because he had an injury. But this time, for the Group A, I don't see Zimbabwe qualifying. For the first stage, they'll be just going back home.
Congo and Uganda?
Congo and Uganda, and others, we have difficult match. But on my side, I see Congo qualifying. Yeah.
Back to you, Kijana Tosha.
On my side, Group A, I'm giving credit to the host, Egypt, and Uganda. If you can see Uganda, where they have come from, Uganda is the best team in East Africa. Uganda have managed to beat Kenya to be the champions in East Africa.
It's a derby match.
Okay? Yeah. So there I can see Uganda have played some games with Congo, and Uganda emerging the winner. So there I can think the team that can qualify for another group stage, or for another let's say chance, Misri or Egypt and Uganda. If comparing those teams, I think Egypt and Uganda, they're the best to proceed.
We have seen a majority talking about the Group D, which they're saying we have some underdogs and some is a group of death. Yeah. Morocco, Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa, and Namibia. Because the majority were saying South Africa is in a group of death, the Bafana boys.
Again, another group that is tough is on our side, Kenya, but let us look this group. The group itself is hard, is not predictable. But I think on my side, I can give credit to Namibia and South Africa to qualify. But it's a group of death, maybe they can qualify through penalties.
Kijana tosha, Morocco, Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa, Namibia.
I give credit to Morocco and Cote d'Ivoire. Ivory Coast is a very big team. It has experience to this AFCON. They know how to. Actually, the previous session, the previous AFCON, they did up to finals. Yeah. They did up to finals. I'll give them to the credit because they have that experience. Morocco is a good team. They have done up to semis there. Okay, or was it semi or okay? It was semi, the previous one. Morocco is a good team and has experience. So South Africa, I can say on my side, South Africa is unpredictable. Sometimes plays well, sometimes don't, but they are doing very well while at home.
So we can call them jokers.
They are jokers actually. Jokers. So
No, they are not jokers. They are not jokers. They are participants.
So I think the two teams, Morocco and Ivory Coast, they are there to proceed.
Other group of that you say, Senegal, Algeria, Kenya, Tanzania.
Actually, to be fair and credit enough, Kenya will have toughest group.
But you know it's a derby.
Because you get like at the moment we are lacking rain because of Tanzania. They said we must pay them so that they can let the rain showers. Again, we are in the same pool. So that pool is hard to predict, is hard. But if Kenya qualify from that pool, then we shall carry the AFCON.
Algeria and Senegal.
Senegal, it has manner.
Though we are also Kenya, we are not back. We also have Wanyama, who qualified just yesterday night for the UEFA Champions League semi-final for the first time.
Actually, being now I'm a Kenyan, I can just go with Senegal and myself Kenyan. Yeah.
Group E. Oh, okay. Before we go to Group E, we have Kenya Tanzania derby match. The last time Kenya and Tanzania played, it was a 1-1 at Kasarani.
Yeah. But I think Kenya has experience or they have played many games with the Taifa Stars. As I said the previous one, the previous show. I think Kenya has a good chance to beat Tanzania. I don't think or I don't see any reason why Kenya can lose against Tanzania. And Tanzania struggled to qualify. Struggled to qualify for AFCON group stage, if you can remember that one. It was some points, even if Cote d'Ivoire could have scored 4 goals, it means TZ could be out. Yeah. Kenya, we have a good players, we have a number of players. I think we shall have to do it. And it's not our first time. We have still, since 15 years. Compared to TZ, I think it's more than 15 years. Yeah. So Kenya, we still have that experience in AFCON.
Yeah, in addition to what you are saying, Kenya, maybe I gave credit to Sebastian Minye. Yeah. I believe that friendman, when you're still in Kenya, we can do something that is very good. Actually, we see the game we play against Ghana. He did something that people were just in shock, asking why did he leave this and this. But actually, it's the man that know what he's doing.
And also the match against Ethiopia.
And the match against Ethiopia. So I believe if we support full Sebastian Minye, the government do the same, that guy will do something different and miracles.
That was we say putting Kenya in front. Why? The government have chipped in. They have said what they said or what they promised national team Harambee Stars, they have done it. At the same time, if I can say, FKF President Nick Mwendwa has said everything concerning national team Harambee Stars, it is all concluded. So what we are waiting to see is what? Results. They have said any match they win, I think it is 200,000 they pocket. Yeah. Every game.
200,000.
And if they manage to get into, the next round,
yeah, after semis,
they have some 5 million. That is a good money.
So that is
Yeah, but actually,
So now we should wait for the results.
actually is a good result or is a good money, but is actually sometimes a challenge on our side. Because why do you waste at the point that we see we have tough, then we start giving promises? Just wait. Because me at my side, I see that what we can do, we need to build a team that can play for the many years. And we need to support it fully. Because
Not all the time we should play with Gumball.
not all
Because
the time.
the last time they were qualifying, the Deputy President Gumball, that he is going to pay an
Actually,
amount.
and again, in addition to that, I had President saying that any club that is playing under Kenya Premier League shall not have any problem with funds. But we have some clubs that have problem with funds. So implementing is also a problem, but saying is easy.
But for now, what is in account, even the President Nick Mwendwa has proven that they have all it takes for national team Harambee Stars to go and train in France, and when they go to Egypt, they are there fairly fed on. So I think now we embarked on players. We see how they do, but I think we have a quality of players for national team.
Coming back to Group B, Nigeria, Guinea, Madagascar and Burundi. So Nigeria and Burundi though they are hard.
Yeah, I give credit to Nigeria. Nigeria have been that cup for many years. They have experience. So actually that stage, Nigeria will qualify automatically at that stage. Then now the three remainings now have a job to be done.
It's a 50-50 gamble.
50-50. But I see Mali can do something.
For that, as my colleague have said, Nigeria, they are good for this. I think Nigeria and Guinea, they are
Madagascar and Burundi,
out.
Nigeria and Guinea.
Nigeria and Guinea, Guinea is a very good, or is a best team, and I think you have never missed AFCON. It has been coming in, out. So they have experience. So Nigeria and Guinea, they love to go for another step.
We have Group F: Cameroon, Ghana, Benin, Guinea-Bissau.
Ghana first.
I knew you would say Ghana.
No, actually Ghana have an experienced players, and actually it also have participated in such period. Then I can give credit to Burkina Faso. Actually, what will happen with this Sekafa or AFCON, we shall see just new faces, the new that we are not expecting. So that will be the shock of the people.
What about Cameroon?
Cameroon, they are good, but they're also jokers. I don't see them being qualified.
You said they are AFCON participants.
Yeah, they are just participators.
Jana Tosha, Ghana, Benin, Guinea-Bissau, Cameroon.
There, I can say indomitable lions. I'll give them credit. And then I can say a good game, a good show, what I've seen Burundi have done from Eastern Africa. I think if you can look very critical in looking into our analysts, football, Burundi has young players. Benin. Benin has a young players, and the way they play, I think they have something else. They'll have to qualify.
But the challenge is actually young players are playing good, but they don't have experience.
I can say this. Compare those young players of Ajax.
No, just leave alone Ajax. Just leave alone Ajax. Okay. We are talking about AFCON. AFCON is there.
Expectation that.
So like what I'm saying, the Benin, it is maybe their first or second time. Yeah. But they'll be just eradicated out because you can see maybe, as you said, the young players, when the Ajax were playing against Juventus, they could have scored more goals, but they lacked experience and exposure, but they were a good team. The same will happen to Benin. So they'll be eradicated that way.
What about Guinea-Bissau?
Guinea-Bissau I don't see because from yao imekuja ikapotea the African, even you can see the position where they are, so I cannot tip them to qualify.
Group E, also they say it's a group of death. Tunisia, Mali, Mauritania and Angola?
I can go with Tunisia and Angola, the two. I see Tunisia doing something good because the style of playing, actually, they know how to play. They have a good midfield, they defend, they have a sharp striker. So I see Tunisia winning the game.
What about Mauritania and Angola?
Okay, on my side there, I can say this. I am giving Tunis and Mali, the people from Bamako. I think Mali has experience for this tournament, and Mali have struggled even to reach quarterfinals. So here, Benin, Angola, they are jokers. Angola, they are jokers.
They are just participants.
Okay, participant.
Before we conclude, we have 3 East African teams. We have Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania.
Yeah.
So how far will they go?
Eastern Africa, Tanzania, I've said, they are a good team, but they will have to face tough teams that are like Kenya. They have Algeria. They have Senegal. Okay, I think Uganda, Kenya can do it.
Yeah, I think the same what you are saying, because we know the pool that they are, despite the fact other people say that the pool that Uganda are, they are cheaper than Tanzania and Kenya. Actually, Kenya, when we meet Tanzania, we are defeating them 2-0. So I see Kenya and Uganda just moving somewhere.
It's a derby match.
Yeah.
You remember Wanyama said it's very tough to play against a derby team, and possibly the draw has affected him.
Yeah, actually, but it has not affected him mentally. He had a lot of injuries, but I personally thank God, because the last game he played, he scored. The game they played, he scored. So meaning that he's back to fit. And when Wanyama is there fit, I think then Olunga is back again. We shall have to defeat them by force.
Okaka Duncan, mshukuru kukuona.
Thank you very much.
Natarajia utakuja pia.
Asante.
Lawrence Pogba kijana tosha.
Yeah.
Always here with me
Okay. Yeah.
on the sporting action.
I'm happy to be here, and I hope we shall do a good job.
Let's not forget Manchester will lose.
Manchester, die or not, or alive, Manchester damn. You can see this is my jazz, and I'll be using it for this show. I'm seeing your Arsenal fan.
Top 4 qualifications?
I'm in.
I'm also in. That's all we had for today. Until next week, same place, same time, for more sporting actions, only on Side Play. I was your host, Mahmoud Abdullahi.